which had those of us in low-lying areas frightened. And then came the rainfall of Monday, the night of 23rd May, 2020. Thank you for the opportunity to make a statement on the recent flooding that occurred in parts of Accra, including Odona, Abosiokai, Kanishi, Dansuman, Kwame Nkrumah Interchange, Alajo, and Agbogloshi, which left many homeless and stranded, left vehicles submerged under several feet of water, and washed away the produce of several market women and traders. Year after year, it's the same problem at the same time of year. When will this finally be resolved? On the night of 21st May, there was a heavy downpour, which had those of us in low-lying areas frightened. And then came the rainfall of Monday, the night of 23rd May, 2022, which exacerbated the level of angst and extent of damage already left in the wake of the previous rains. The levels of water reached as high as 6 feet in some areas. Mr. Speaker, statements in relation to flooding on this floor have been given perennially, lamenting over the issues without gaining enough traction. And 7 years down the line after the June 3rd disaster, the same disappointing story can be told. The impact on the economic, social, and even mental health status of victims is beyond what is easily perceived. The causes of flooding, both climate-related and man-made, include but are not limited to poor planning, building in waterways, lack of reservoirs, reduced green areas for water to seep into the soil, increased population density with an inadequate drainage capacity, and of course the discarding of solid waste, especially plastics, in our waterways. Furthermore, the performance audits report of the Auditor General on provision of flood control drains by the Hydrological Services Department of the Ministry of Works and Housing 2021 indicated that the Hydrological Services Department of the Ministry of Works and Housing invested over 117 million cedis within 5 years to construct 110 kilometers of drain to tackle flooding, but to date only 12 kilometers have been done. The report also indicated that the HSD did not construct any of the retention ponds targeted for 18 drainage basins, and to make matters worse, out of the 27 drainage projects, 15 had engineering defects that contributed to the flooding nationwide. According to the report, the main causes of flooding across the country could be attributed to defective drains, poor maintenance of existing drains, and failure to execute targeted drainage projects. I went around my constituency to assess the level of damage and interact with constituents who had been affected, and once again, it was clear that the floodwaters are no respecter of socioeconomic status, partisanship, or age group. My visit to the Odona market, for instance, was so heart-wrenching as the women, many of whom are single mothers like myself, had to pull together as they tried to salvage what was left of their produce and other items that they were selling. Mr. Speaker, to see elderly women in their 70s and 80s lamenting about loans they'd taken out to purchase goods that they were selling and wondering how they were going to repay these loans was heart-wrenching. Mr. Speaker, these hardworking women who put food on our tables and are yet the hardest hit, with hardly any buffers in place to support them when the disasters occur. Many of them whose small businesses are still reeling from the effects of lockdown and disruption to the supply chain. And then
for them be a quaba, I will gonna ma sorry so. And then you may make a sacra. Afa floats na air coso, a wagana memo. And yet and crime quas, see how the trumpet baby be Cape Cushion so a drew ho. Cape Cushion so a drew ho. Almost I be I say ye cassa, Share and sasia, and sa him for form a tutor. Anyhow, ton, ye structure bia, your friends and man, your sorry, baby, I didn't see, baby, I says, sense, arsenal. Ceciano, a baker in the year future, no. Ghana, ye main be I am sure ye, a dine in a bedroom with your so. So ye am sure ye, a dine in a bedroom and every so because, and paying for no woman, and a Zanetor all canon. 7 years ago, si come di years or more quiet, Manano, Anya Duma. What you say? Almost a Casa freedom fighters here can they listen to us. Zanetor, some over Kaya some weeks ago, maybe Bonnechi. Obaswa share video no mami. Aye, that is very, very important. And ma omo parliament, omo to mean kasa, omo to mean nyeshe. Just say me who Ghana for macro omo parliament or omo to me kasa. Na bibia mro enkokora for we man way and omo go parliament ho and na just say ye hu de omo de sika ye. So see I ensure now starting ye fire sa. It's danger. Ghana is in danger. Some weeks ago, maybe born a cheat, Obaswa say video na mame. Maybe boss Zanetor Agyeman-Rawlings a cheat. I catch and say, some years ago, and I Ghana, you're floating, no, as started here. I want to me and your hoshe. Sika krana or board in no mudi says Sikano Krano, And then it happened, yeah. Then pan or mudi, yeah, you made him. Then pa no mo de ye wo manim a bibia nsuo to na nsuo yiri ye na nsuo fa ye na chesa maame fo basa ye maame fo no ye maame fo no ye ne bebre e no wo kan senge mother so mo wo dwom no ne ade problems nkwa na basa o mo ne manyina asese then pa na sa go fo we o mo banya frim aban bia so tumi mo aye yo aban bia so me de entumi mo and wo ka so kokoko ewura onu oye den wo serve ho nyina no kokoko na chasa afi bia no problem besi na mo de MP so se wan mo de mo kokoko mo bobo ewura manfo fie na mo kwa akoye den solution be na mo de be maye wa mo se wa bo ewura friends parliament afi wo ka na adwene kire mpan fo no. Na Mr. Speaker, you cry and send me a walk and cry on what's it? Mr. Speaker, Zanetor and some walk extra no, and baby, or call you or share more, and you may have cost so many idea, Ninja or catch the papa. Do you think the papa way or motivate to hormone or more that day, and just send me a better dear? I see a fight enough. Ghana yam fight here. And man, someone sorry what parliament or no more and kasa. Zanetor, last time I made Casachro and pass what's ye and nothing I would pressure Emma woman. So see a man, if for no music, how you mean I said, me watch a then I'm more found was an MP. MP say ye, more I told to Abamamo, then I'm more ya found, mammy for one I will cast on your single mum, so I will cry your single mum. Zanetor crowds how we are singing, ma'am. And why imagine what the OMPO come, oh, baby, papa, so that, oh, papa, I am me, my baby, I'm baby, papa, that. Ghana for mammy, for now, can he fan as a seer, or more dino, you must say, I fan or move for you. Zanetor, what the only program we MP so. Bosome ye chia woka musa nyenya extra bono musa krabu petrol free no money ade oh you don't have problem your problem your question e bisa wo Zanetor and say as a MP then amoya magana for ma me for na wo call it wo ka kire e friends Mr. Speaker so mo ye single mother na omo hwere omo nioma omo bibia say then amoje then sika ben na motumije I support those people single mothers no Omuni krono dan pa na aban ebeyama omo wo kwaka sei wo kekasa gigigi scout dia kwa surprise omo ana ase wo kekasa keke Zanetor so wo shamia try your best na help those who man because one day we bet me be standing as a president ye here times a Ghana ye be here oba obet me standing as a president na yana mo bia baba support. And you try your best and fight hard. Fight for those people, no. And man, we are single mothers, no more Ghana now. Omu here help now. Omu men you say single mothers, single mothers. Then pan benyedi. Then pan bibia say or nika pre. Ni bibia say or besira kwano wakujom. Wan kasa wodi wani ko hwe Zanetor wan kasa wodi wani ye den e ko hwe maame fo a omo bibia sese omo left and right that day na woni na nam horo frɛ insuo to ye wo hwe wie ya pa ana wudwane ye ko so wudam And this what you asam na beto omo nim e wo parliament ho as a woman, as a single mom, then pa na wo ya fa ho. Are you fighting enough for them? And now be kan to ho no keke. Wo be kan to ho keke na mo ja ho no mako. One day, wo be standing as a president. Ghana, at your time say benya oba, obetumi stand as president. One day. Then I wo ya fa ho. Ensure to toy yiri fam ye maame nom SS omunioma nom ni ade as a woman of MP, as a woman of parliament awo ensem ya wo keka kire mpan for, do you think some mpan for ento mbeti ana so mbefa wo fight enough for them? Question I bisa wono no Zanetor, wo fight enough for them ana say ana wa kan try ja horo mo ko baby. You hear more help. Ghana for mommy for help. And your times are buying. I best start to say more man more parliament. And your times are more fighting. Now or baby or Ghana beer or your single mother be a buying between a chianica. A buying between a chianica. A mensika. But some make us a 500,000 granny. Remember home. I tell say Ghana, you were enough money between the abuasa mammy for winning. Sesi abibia no mo yisika na mo de akoye dey mo de ye kwan na ekwan no emfaso bia maso, because every year bia nso to the same story na ekoso wo manim sika no kura so mo yi a mo de nyina de ye kwan no ana mo de twa gota bi papa bia ma nsuo to kura na hwe ya say yen sa ase nyina wo manim, ya say yen sa ase nyina wo manim. Yenya wo Ghana in the near future, yenya wo hwe we de mo wo de ekoso now no mu hwe enti mo aburo na mo te men mu na mudi na aburo na mo te men mo na be effect mo, because mo na mo aye mo japade nkran ho no mo na ekoso no mema mo nya mo adwene se ba bi fa akro na wo one day best spread ba bi a mo dan nyina wo nyina best spread ho nyina na mo so mo boka bia na mo so mo hunyansa hwe nyansa. And this a mine no some fix ya. And ye no na ye ka some fix my yo. Mo fix ya ma mo amo because mo na mo ti men ye na tim. Ye wa broach the men ha na mo no. Ye ba Ghana ye be di say bo so me obi ya fire bag. Ni ye ko ye baby. But mo ti men mo no. Mo ye mo adwen some person mo be fix my no. Oba so share video no ma me mpo share video no. Na mo tag ne ma me. Mo ye mo adwen some person mo be fix my no. And as I say, and so, and I started now over to me. I catch him say, I feel be a sense you talk, I feel be a sense you talk, Jimmy for Necassa. I feel be a sense you talk because and paying for net made him on where you almost should be a kind, almost person by your say or made him. And as I say, you trap a beer near the dying pussy, you trap a beer near the dying pussy, and in yes, I now a fee. Problem where cause remember when your mother say you're sorry and so starting fire you, it's our fault because mon paying for woman motivation and animal cry and man almost sorry to chance I say and mama man for mo BSC dying and see baby and fatter. Tanya cause woman. I am for almost church and say, almost shaman ni padias baby and yes dying near the friends and I was you. Now then I'm more expert to say then be happy with meaning. More expert to say then and never see a woman baby will hold on and fat across a sea and I go see what not pa and yen nature as a many pano no aqua or the dana quapusi. And to say baby who crazy a chago taprana and ya dear bed and a bed because Nipana broke one. And to say choke, ever such a sack anymore. Without a friend of gota, and then never see. So ensure tonnes and swearing to me a day, and you didn't call Nissan your manana, and then pa never see woman. To see a near crown quana happy no. Yes, and I be so sick came coso. What shed you see what came coso? I know what didn't ye. And teachers are not a gun. I want a mother stream and Anna to say a mobile stream more, and many more. Now one day, then swenny yuri. Let's say funny Panama baby. Gana function a baby moon swimming. A bang or horse one, dear. mo adwene ho hu se nipa bebre nim sweme na wo manim enti se nsuo ni start fraud ni start yi nsuo ni yiri no mo ni ade a why nkwala youth kura no mo nkwala omwo o mbesoro no mo tumi asweme afa mo ho fa kura nipa no mo prepare se baby nsuo ni fa manfo mo prepare baby kura mo de sa angofo be kwa gogo mo gugu parliament ho ye nim de mo te ho amoye ye nim de mo te parliament ho amoye mo nwene asempanyfo as leaders mo nwene se da bi o in the year future 2 years time next year yen pese sa de we be sibiem mo tete ho mo nwene Emmanuel Mensa, good evening. Mo tete ho mo nwene se next year asem wo be se sibiem then na mo ka fa ho enti mo kwale mo self some ye leaders there parliament ho mo kotana wade na mo ye enti mo nwene future mo nwene future ho mo nwene se bia some years ago no friends se bia 2-3 years time na 5 years time no ya nhwe ye wo system ni mu a ya nhwe ya asem kase besi oho no so mo nwene ana mo pesa mo ma asem si wie ansa na mo aye de mo think what is wrong with you people Ensure to me to yiri say samanfo no ma bowura manfo dem empay for moto ho enti mo amutumi nwene se da bi o afi bia de sase enema wetumi si we anhwe ye betumi afa nipa kum nipa oho no enti mo tete parliament wo no enti oho no so mo nwene MP samuwo wo parliament ma MP samuwo wo parliament ma enti mo tumi sore nkasa ade kra de hayen O say Rasak, good evening, yeah. And to mo nwene, won't say never again. Huh? I wish I won't find me. Mo to me nwene, won't say never again. Next year, okay, yet the parliament ho, then yekeka, then emraba mpa na yesi ede tutu akwem. Emraba ene yesi ede tutu akwem. Say ensuo no mucho mutanya ensuo ni be to yire na me say I hope say ka be bobo wura mo japade o maye ye o mani mu I hope say ensuo no be yiri atrending some aba mo ba bia maye mo biggest projects na mo nioma sa mo nioma mote ho no mo ankasa mo be hu nyansa sa si Zanetor wa ba be kasa bebre ba be kasa ye no solution be na mo de bre ye Ghana for
hit by 2 major floods in less than 72 hours was simply too much to bear. Walking into various homes and shops in the affected areas and seeing how resolute people were to rebuild as quickly as possible made me wonder what all the taxes that we pay are for, if at such a time our most vulnerable in society are left to their own devices and not provided with enough relief from such disasters, at a time when a government is happy to impose taxes and penalize people who do not pay them. The emotional anguish of these people was tangible, and the feeling of hopelessness to overcome as people kept asking when the problem would be resolved by the government. Mr. Speaker, in 2019, this House approved an amount of $200 million for the Greater Accra Resilient Integrated Development Project from the World Bank. This was meant to cover a period from 2020 to 2025. The minister at the time assured the House that the project would commence in October 2020. Unfortunately, this did not happen, and once again, we were reassured that in 2021, December last...
Ghana, for someone project isn't come Months amount of boy project and get some nothing happened. Sikano way. On what chop sikano. On what chop sikano. Project as a comu ye a won't and crab on tension. Oh, something happened. On what chop sikano. And just a Ghana from paying for the Sikabia mubadi. Just a Sikabia somebody ever meaning. Sika bia so mudi e wo manim enti sabe mo te hoje mo nwene hu sa da bi in the year future nsuo betumi ayi afa ye mo nwene Hey, last some weeks ago na me boss Zanetor Agyeman me bonachi. Sa mo dia fibia asambesi na mo akwa na mo ma ko show off na mo aye de mo pe mo wi na mo pepa so na mo ko mfie e den na wo ya fa ho solution be ene se wa parliament wona wa ka tere o mo e so ka sa no so mo enti adwuma ye bo no wa ha no onso mo hwe onso mo tie yen obi onyim nyansa no onso wa tu wa na mo wa wo ye ho bibi so wo tu wa na mo o ye hu bibi me bo me nsem Zanetor pa because was standing as a woman or fighting my man because ain't me munya possible say every year be the same story na nso yi faye na de mo pe na mo ye mo ko na mo keke na mo akohwe de e ko so peke na mako ye den mako krokro mo na mo hu mo Ghana ye jimie ba ko so no MP ba ni e huri bo na ye teta ni e huri ni e so ni e huri na nkwasiade ni pane ba ye question be na ubisa no solution be na fitness ye biem no enya say happy biem wo mo ba ya na mo de mo hwe mo na mo huri na mo sre Zanetor den e jimie ni dosun AB Junior me pa good evening Emmanuel Mensa Michapa. Our leaders don't prevent, but they wait for incidents to happen before they come and speak. You see? A drama. Because they don't think. Omo think ahead. Omo didn't so much transfer 2-3 years na da omo nim no fast. Why so mo ye fast we. No mo to omo. Enti dia ka wo mo back no dia ho dia omo show me se me boss Zanetor Agyeman onso dia minika ko parliament ho na ka wo Zanetor ka wo your baba sia one day obetumi asande as a president Ghana for so ke beto am because wo your baba sia o papa betra so nani den otumi yire no ho ye adwuma no ne ade enti wo no kai san ka wo papa full stop no o mu ani e den wo parliament ho What's Zanetor? Esa ka utumi kama no wo mutiri bom wo ke kake ka bom na mutumi fight me na no what the friends say parliament ho and so ye wo she mutumi fight me Ghana for ma mutite parliament ho kwa mutumi fight me ye so see aye emba ye ne ho be kire ye because enso na yi afa ye ne ye japade ye nnuama ye tonton ye besere ne ama ye maduane edi wa na wo cancer so see ano e friends say ye single mothers how ko hu wo mo no ne ade enye funny and you say ade na mo ya fa ho single mothers na wako jina ho na wo kan no den asese mo ya fa ho den impact be na mo be ya ma wo mo sika ban na mo be hye ma wo mo den pa na mo de ma mo makasa okay so see aban say obi anya 500 kwa no fanya den and starting a business because what omo baby asay do you people care ana for pay for mutimi edin sa abrochne hanu maya omu didwa omu tua tas se amu pesa mo cham omu se Ghana for ma me for se tas omu bebrebe omu tua se omu nya problem no then help be na mo de yes anko for no enti aba ne sa mo pesa mo chere se tas na me ntua bie mu ana yenye campaign chia mo kan bia na se Ghana for ma me mo bia ntua tas ana do you think say it's fair Ghana for much ya task e wo ekronim omoja pade nyina asese nsu asese omoja pade tax pay man no mu checha ya no se help be na mo de help sa ankrofo we no help be na mo de help Zanetor sika bebreba waje wo Francis ankrofo we no no sika we no nyina no se help mo so hia help sika na he for den na mo de ya ma wo mo eba ne sa na ni patua tax e wo memu ye tua tas say the yensu nya problem aban so be de boy ya na meboa abroche ha tas ye tua bebrebe nyina aban so provide nyoma ye den e ma ya na meboa enti se Ghana forum titi dwom na omo bibia say ensu ayia for mo nam ensu ayia for mo banche ensu ayia for mo board ye bibia say so many years this woman single mothers omo nyoma nyina say then amu ya fa ho Ghana for paying for tas no mo twetwa so many years no say sika na wen Says the can some of the boss I'm for home by now. Mon share video no information, mon share video. Sika bebrebe one gigi free sama me for we no e wo dwom no mo ne ade se se omo ye hope omo bibia sei omo ni friends omo ne sheka omo nim de omo nye Zanetor ko ho ko hu de e koso omo kan wo no masam kirao enti wo ko parliament wo ko fight a Jessica abwa ma me for na anasa den wo ko kasa keke na wo bia waja ho akwa na asa sei Mr. Speaker, ya woki kasa anza mweta. Do you think about pay wate? Nzama woki wate. Sika omojiji ye kwasa ye omfanyi ye ekwan ne sa ne mane makara. Omodi scan. Omodi. Adebe my prani. Sometimes me dwene ho a menti ase. Me dwene ho a menti ase o. Ye tumi dwene Ghana ho a ne ye tikura pa ye. Nanka memeti anga ye mi problems asa ka me dwene Ghana ho memeti ha enka ye mi problems asa me ti Ghana but something you to be dwene Ghana ho you to be na what is that because any ma boni e ko so o me ma no odre insutwa na eto insutwa ss ni o ma wo manyimu enti sisi ya Ghana fo ma me fo no Ghana fo pay fo ye bisa mo sisi ya no mo ben na mo de bu asa nkofo we that's pay money na no magyegeji efiri omu ho no ewiase so de na ka mogi tax efiri obi wa nipa ni nya program wa esa mutumi serve esa ban utumi boa sase kan nyina mo so we enti di mo pesa mo kire ye se 11 na magyegeji no sisi ya no se Ghana fo ye nya program wa 11 no mutumi da serve ye mo betumi de sai 11 sika no e de aboa ye Levi sikaya sisi amasati ya mujiji free Ghana fo hoyi asem kase si ya Levi sikano Levi sikano mo betumi de affect say man no mo betumi de affect Ghana fo ebusuan fo me ba 1 minute vi ebusuan fo bon fanchame Levi sikano me pamacho Ghana fo paying for you see Ghana for your problem now ye nua say inso yi afa ye bibia se se Levi sikana mo jejeje no nti mo akasa mo ye willing say ye wo problem mu ye wo how mu a ateti mu a obetumi asa ye fo Ghana for de anasika no mo ankasa mo jeje sika na di mo ankasa mo jeje sika no na mo di enti you people nti Ghana for yen fe rent so mo yen trust mo with 11 money no yen trust mo tax paying money so much money Ghana for ye tue se ne nso yi o de na mo ya fa ho den adepote pa na sabe mo atumi aya afa ho enti yen trust mo with 11 ska Ghana for ye mamu Ghana for paying for ye mamu afe with 11 money so Ghana for ye hu hwia ye be fa ye hu adwene so Ghana for say ye hu hwe with 11 afe eduru ne se ye hu hwe ni ye hu ba bia sika ne fa ya ye be fa ye hu adwene ye be fa ye hu adwene ma bebre a hwere o moja pade aso mu bibia mutumi nya ho hwe e ma yen mutumi nya ho hwe abusuan muntie friends Zanetor ne no mansem kakra.
Last year the project would begin. We are in May and ironically the flooding is worse now in some parts. 2 years after the funding was approved in Parliament, we're still waiting for the project to be executed as promised.
They are still waiting for the project.
The Odo River, which is part of the territory that's covered by the Garrett project, is in my constituency and is of great care to me, of great concern to me, I beg your pardon. In Klote-Kole, flooding affects many of our electoral areas, including Adebraka North, Adebraka Official Town, Asylum Down, Odorna, Osudoku, and even some parts of Osukinkanwe. Mr. Speaker, houses that hitherto did not suffer from flooding are now experiencing flooding. Unlike
which is no baby or ye or dinner MPs, no. Sa Abraham Winano, or one requested so many years. Are buying a day and fee. They are still waiting. Someone. And it's a bit of a crown on a sabbath or your MP, And you MP falling out on me out of fool. And you moon now. Or be all bet trying the best. I try, and fee, you know. But when me question is almost fighting enough. Almost fighting enough. Because we be saying, no, what's Zanetor says, I buy for you are. Then there's a way. We no more fresh press on the idea. Now, who can, who body day, now who bomb de day. Son or bad, yes, all behave. Or pass, honest, all behave. Now I can catch the parliament for now, almost 2 months, because I'm not man or be a just will be a wide egg in a day, and the one or the age I want. And now, dear Beba Capre. Oh, parliament of her, now can't go, was story my own money idea. Ye bebo what will. Oh, papa, no cassa just, oh, papa, no cassa just, say Johnny, and won't be womu. Oh, papa, JJ, no cassa just, oh, Zanetor, say Johnny, and won't be woman watching me fight Magana for ma. Now, who pay be a friend pay for where one of my men wants to go. Do you think I'll be a wide air bomb by Francis Parliament? Or be a wide air bomb? It is a who pay be a so you don't fight a bomb which time man war. As a boom, at some man or now so do sicker, now they cost several more. A area, because I guess I want several more year. What time is why you were free? So one several Ghana funny year, area, you be you were free, 1 year PBM. Now I be standing for 1 day, I can say, oh, the president. And who casa boom to say that, can I Japan or was on home, no, was on home, near or was on home, no, dear, tell some near this cannon, some mines, who bet me because of Papa in the other, and you don't want a casa. Let's save Ghana for ma.
People who are in the middle and upper socioeconomic levels, most of the hardworking persons who are mostly affected by the floods do not have the relevant shock absorbers in place to cushion them from the devastating effects of the floods. And in the aftermath of the June 3rd disaster in 2015, many residents complained that a lot of the insurance companies were not prepared to cover the goods or their properties based on their geographical locations, which basically meant they had nothing to fall back on in the event of this disaster happening. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I hope that whatever resources can be mobilized to support the affected person and start the engineering work will improve and maybe prevent the kind of disasters that we've seen, and further recommendations made by the Auditor General's Department taken seriously by the government and implemented if impact is to be made in the lives of those who've been devastated. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Zanetor, next time, Okasa, Bubum or Parliament, now Papa JJ, no one walking came or bubum, no bubum, and bubum, Sao Papa in a big guitar, bubum. Naja, dear, so would you now several mine because and pay forward on Google Parliament on any man on Google, and never know Google on Obia your word, Obia your word. Obia your word because the car almost did job find your jumels or your uncle Jessica and nobody. And you wouldn't him say, I'm wearing in an air coso. Huh? Wouldn't him say, I'm wearing in an air coso. Many problem, they say, every year be a problem we see, Then I'm more ye found, many problem, no. Then I'm more ye found. Mon fighting enough for now, mon fight now, and shut down, yes, sir. Mon fighting enough, now, more. Now, when once a there be, I'll fit be an some will be see, and today next year ye found. Send you some way ends to mean CBM, send you flowed and end to mean CBM, in sure to mean you funny pa, and says say a Japan here. And then I had to wire Ghana for ye be some say, Monene, our parliament, Monene. So never again yen pesa de ni biem. Enti den na mo beye, den na mo ba ya fa ho. Ye tax paying money na mo jeje no. Say sika no den na mo be ye gota bay mo be se na mo ye gota. Mo de ka friend say that message say acronym because a friend say ma me phone mo titi dwom no onua ma no munya ba bia amfa nwo mu jagu ho no mo ko ma bi. Sa nyo ma na pesa ye Ghana fo ye pesa mo dwene. Sa nyo ma na mo ko tra parliament wa esa mo dwene. E kwan be na mo be create dustbins bebre e dey say acronym. Ama youth no kra dey nya dwuma ye. Mon create jobs with dustbin. A friend say Zoom lions no and ko ya mon ni o mo di na mo pe fro. Say Zoom lion dwuma na ko ya mon ni o mo di na mo create more jobs. Mon ma youth no kra no bia run shift. Na ye nyina ye hu sa da bi ensuo kra to a enya de say senior man because e fini kronim. Sa adwene ne ye pesa mo te parliament wa monwene. Okay, solution ben ena monye monima momi enkyere mo o de monim ai moye zoom ne sa mo te parliament mo to monwene monim me ma dwene kakra me de be ma mo Ghana fo mpanyimfo ne say next year mo ntrase this year mo ntrase na mo plan say ye be kokko talk dustbins be brede agude o Accra a serve man no bola cars ye de beba kronim ye de bola cars be ye de beba kronim ye be try say gota na choku no ye be ye ni nyina foforo ye be ye ni nyina afoforo na ye de youth na gum ye de youth na gu system ne mu obi a run ne shift anopa for de awia for de anwumire for de na obi a run aban sikara mo gege no na mo di chechi omuka na mo aye straight and so ye de ewo se ne efi entumi ye de emma manim enti nsu o to agota bibia de dada na kwam I think say eno ne betumi aboa mo. Eni sa mo te parliament wona mo dweme nwene a mo de nyansa no kwa mo ni bia mo nko pablo chefo no mo mra no mo medwene ma mo na mo de mo ntwi o mo ka no mo nko because ye bi before ye ntumi ntenke ye ntumi nwene ye nim hwe China for mo ye bi o mo ko fafa nkrofo bebre no mo be mo medwene ma o mo e na o mo start say o mo grow. Enti sikana ya jejeje wo men mu no wo de mo ntumi nwene e wo parliament wa mo nkwa brochire memu enko fafa o mo ntumi dwene e kya ye bibifo no mo nche ye kwan ye be fa so a nsuo itokra na ntumi sesa ye nuoma mo ntini o mo nwene mo te parliament wa mo nwene as a human being mo nwene o. Because the question want to be taking care of us. Want to be taking care of Ghana. Ghana say ya na mo say na bibia say ya nya mo na say this mo na say this come to be so. How possible say fi bia nso to me ifra? How possible? We just mo ye leaders na mo to be nwene. Mo to be nwene mai na. Afi bia nso yi nipa, ekum nipa. Enti den pa na mo ya fa ho, den pa na mo ya fa ho. They say abina sense kakura mom some fanko fix no na mo Sanchez kana no modi nothing happened na mo Chesika no modi Ghana for paying for mo some adwene mate mo some adwene ada nsuo be yiri afamu no e be famu se rapture wo manim ada nsuo e be yi wa ye wajapade nyina me se wo be boka mo ho mo ye japadia kasa no mo babu boka nso be yi afa mo japadia sese mo no manyina mo babu boka mo sa mo ansesa mo adwene a adwene bone ne do so too much me ma mo nya mo adwene say nya foro nkwa ne nso ne be yi afa mo asese o mo na mo ayi mo ani o me se ye be bompa ya ase nso ne be to afa mo asese mo no manyina on ta sa mo asesa mo adwene insuo de insuo iya fa babia insuo ni temu ya de cha mo mpanfo na mo tete ho no mo adwene bo na ne mutimu dire na mo tete memu no insuo de enfa ho se we ye sikani o we ye hiani o bo fa babia enti mo ntansa na mo nwene ye mo nwene mo anwene a one day e be fact mo ne mo japade a mo ye mo de Ghana for ye sika de ye japade kasa na mo de mo kwa ma bu ye strike bo mo ban se ne nsuo ntumi kura ma ho MSB na de nyakopo be strike mo so no ebe ya fa hia fo na hia fa mu nyina mo so asem mo ma enti mo ntena ho me de mo besi ha I think say de maka no wa wo ye nyansane no badwene onye nyansane ye te ha ye de ye ka de ebe boa na mo ntia one day de ye ka no ensama ye keka gu ha nyina no ebebem ensama ye te ha ye keka nyina no ebebem enti mo de mama mo nwene future na mo de mo nwedwe musika mo pe animanim ya na one day nso be fa mo sa rapture me de mo nyina me de obi bia be si ha me de obi bia asese obehwe me mo share video no mame mo ma bye